What's your name and musical profession?
My name is Samuel Williams. I am a producer engineer from Toronto.
Can you tell us about what inspired your interest in music?
I grew up in a musical family, Jamaican black family. They always there's always a piano in the home. And my mom sent all of the kids to music lessons. I'm one of the last three, and she proceeded to send me to music lessons, and kind of my interest grew from there. When I was about 8 years old, I was fooling around the piano, and my sisters, there was no music in the church I was attending at the time, and my sisters decided that what I was doing was enough, and that I would play for the Sunday service the next day. I was terrified, and they we were sorry, worshiped in a gymnasium. They rolled the piano out, and they told the pastor what was happening. Long story short, they got the church and the youth group to just pray over the endeavor, and the rest was history. So that was about 8 years old, and
Tell us about your most memorable live performance.
that would have to be this year TD Jazz Festival main stage. As me as the artist, that was crazy. Um, like a dream come true after many years of being a musical director for many artists and clients. I got to serve myself. That was truly a memorable experience.
Semantics marks a significant milestone in your career. Can you share the inspiration behind this album and the process of bringing it to life?
Probably started about 20 years ago. Um, right out of high school, I was privileged in my high school to have a teacher that started this program called Music and Computers. For lack of a better term, it was just I went to the studio every day and recorded. And he presented this opportunity for all the kids to just learn music through computers. And I cut my teeth there. When I left high school, I started messing around with some stuff that I had at home. And I was around 19, 20, and I had made a thing of mine to say, okay, I'm going to do an album. And I started producing, and it just became, I put it on the back burner because when I really like to make money producing for other people, I said, okay, I'll eventually get to it. But I never really got to it. And fast forward 20 years, my friend and good brother of mine, Rob Christian, who's featured on my album, he calls me one day and says, he's like, Sam, it's like, I've been practicing. I sound good. I sound really good right now. And he was indirectly trying to tell me that it's time to work on my album. So that just worked out that COVID happened and everybody had time, and I had a lot of time. And so I just put my head down and just grinded about 20 years of music out in 6 to 8 months. It was exhilarating actually because it was stuff that I wanted to do that had never gotten a chance because I'm always busy with clients. Yeah, that was the process. The name, I was just looking for a cool name, to be honest. I like to make fun, poke at stuff, so I came up with the name Semantics, and I tried to like double and triple name songs and stuff to make it relevant to the title. Some of them I was successful, some of them not so much, but at least it's my name.
You have been a musical director, producer, and musician for many notable Canadian artists. How do these collaborations influence your work, and what have you learned from these experiences?
Music is a universal language. When you learn to serve other people, you're indirectly teaching yourself about music and why it works, how it comes together. So it's really a selfless act to be a producer or a musical director, because you're really just there to make whoever better. And in doing that, I learned what I would need to do for myself to bring the product to the stage.
The SS Music Group Inc. is a big part of your musical journey. What motivated you to start this venture, and what are its core objectives?
So I started SSP Music Group, formerly known as Samsung Productions. Um, as a production company, I realized I was getting around. I was making a name for myself, and I wanted to take it to the next level. I noticed the people I was working for, I could provide them music, but they couldn't go much further with it. And I figured I needed to take a step back and provide direction um, beyond just the music, and work with artists in a way that it wasn't just they were the boss. You know, I had amassed all this experience, and I'm working with a lot of independent artists. So, in them coming to me, I'm able to provide a holistic picture of what it would mean to be an artist in modern times, and help with just more than music. So I decided to start this music group, which is a label, and I still work for hire, but I've taken on a few artists, and I'm currently looking for artists to work and take their thing to the next level. So that was the impetus behind SSP Music Group.
Can you tell us a little bit about the talented artists of SSP Music Group?
One of the very first artists that we brought a project to the table with, her name is Michelle Adams, dynamic singer from Montreal. She's made her way to Toronto. She resides in Toronto, and it was a real organic experience meeting her. She really wanted to. She had a lot of music in her. Um, didn't have a whole lot of opportunities, and so we were able to bring something amazing to the table for her. She has tons of videos on YouTube. She has a full-length album. She has another album with some live performances. Really exciting stuff for her. Great start for her career. I have another artist named Crystal Voice. She currently resides in Teacher, but again, smooth, soft voice. You can check her out at Crystal Voice. You can check out Michelle as well at Michelle Adams Music. But Crystal is very soft, smooth voice. I've taken her on as a kind of R&B folk mix. Really interesting acoustic, really interesting vibe. I also have myself as under the artist, and I have under the label, sorry, and I have another group of mine called Timeless, which is just encompassing some of Toronto's powerhouse musicians and singers. That we have a Christmas album that we actually made in COVID. We normally do shows, once or twice a year. We couldn't do a show, and I said, guys, we have all this technology. Let's just make a record that would kind of facilitate a concert-like experience. And that we made this album called Timeless Christmas. So Timeless is under my label as well. And I have one more dynamic powerhouse singer, Patricia Shirley, one of Canada's finest singers ever. And we have a few singles. You can find her at Patricia Shirley Sings.
What advice do you have for young aspiring Black Canadian artists and musicians who are looking to break into the music industry in Canada?
Cliche things like, it's hard work, perseverance, but you need to know why are you doing what you're doing. You need to love what it is you're doing first. I find that a lot of people are getting into stuff for opportunity, but rather than for the love that they have. And so once you're dedicated to your craft for yourself, I think great things will come from that. So I think my advice would be, make sure you're getting in for the right reasons for yourself, for the love of your craft, and excellence always gets eyeballs, right? So I think that if you're chasing that excellence, you're going to get what you're looking for in the end.
What is your dream venue or festival to perform at, and why is it meaningful to you?
I don't know if I have a dream venue per se, but my dream scenario is definitely to be touring across Canada, across America, across the world with my guys. Just performing my music and just getting out there as an artist. That'd mean the world to me. To be on the road with my guys.
If you could have dinner with one artist or musician, who would it be?
Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder is truly the GOAT. I think his music influenced all music. He plays everything. I have a lot in common with him, and he writes, sings. He just truly unmatched in the grand scope of music. I think I have to choose Stevie.
According to your bio, you are of West African and Jamaican heritage. So which is better, jollof rice or rice and peas?
You know what? To be fair, I've never really had jollof rice, but Jamaicans are a little bit stush, as we call it. So they're always going to pick rice and peas.
Where can people find your music? Do you have any upcoming projects?
You can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music. I mean, really anywhere music is streamed or sold. I will probably be working on Semantics Volume 2 coming next year, so I'm excited about that. I collaborate with a lot of artists, so you can check out some of my recent projects. I post on IG quite a bit, or on my website, SSP Music, SSPmusicgroup.com.